I'm going to go with the fact that my internet...
This is the K5 Championship Week 4 at Langley in the late models. I didn't record qualifying because I didn't want to be distracted at all, but I made it in at P22. Top 28 made it in. There's only 9 people that didn't make it, so it's not a huge accomplishment, but it's still something. So this is currently the little, what do I want to call it? The consolation race, the heat race. It's only 2 laps for the people who didn't make it. I believe Nick has it in because there was no way to set up the league without it. Which is weird, but whatever. So it has to run. I believe there'll be a couple minute warm up after this, and then we race.
Alright, Justin,
second night in a row I'm running in YouTuber's event.
Go, nail it. 1 car remaining, 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
So yeah, this race doesn't mean anything. I was in it last week. I missed the show by 2 spots. So I started on the outside of the front row of this thing, but I got shuffled back to like 4th. But like I said, I wasn't even trying that hard. I almost forgot about it. I'm like, I might as well go off very quick. And yeah, this week I'm in, so the goal, as always, is to be clean. Unfortunately, I seem to have started on the outside again.
You can build something from this.
I would rather be on the inside. It's easier to not get shuffled back. I need to be less scared about sliding into a gap, but at the same time,
Checker flags out, P22.
I can't just do something and loot myself on somebody's nose either, so I'm gonna make sure my garage is set up how I want it. I switched the steering ratio to 10 to 1. I put the brake balance back like another 3%. Maybe I should do more, I don't know. I was so nervous because I was trying to get some Q practice in, and there's so many cars out there that it's like impossible to get a good lap in.
There's traffic behind.
And this apron can be part of the racing line, so coming out of the pits is a hazardous endeavor. Anyway, some laps out here. Oh, the sun is kind of distracting me. Shadows. I gotta try not to be going off the track like that. It's a really small track.
New fastest lap for Moody, 16.3.
I like it. I don't know if this is one of the free tracks, because I don't feel like I've ever run here, but I didn't have to buy it. Maybe I've run here and I just forgot about it. I usually remember a track.
P6.
Probably the only people out here, people who feel like they need a little practice like me.
Go high. Slow car down low.
So I practiced for about an hour before this in this car and track, but the problem is I don't know the exact setup.
Slow car down low.
Or track conditions.
Car stop down low. Go high.
And it always feels way different when I get into Nick's session.
Slow car down low.
I don't know why I'm not slowing down here.
Watch your speed. That's the end of the session. 8th place.
So today it felt a lot more similar, and I was able to kind of keep that progress going a little better. Alright. See, I improved on my time when I qualified, but it looks like everybody almost was, and I didn't improve that much. Although some people, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're in the... Ooh. We don't have very long to grid. Let's just get out there.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed right now.
Excuse me if you heard that little burp. Sorry about that. 150 laps.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
Better turn that back on.
Good luck. Let's have some fun.
You don't get any extra tire sets for this race.
75.
Yeah, let's do this.
22nd place.
No
Remember,
messing
guys,
around.
it's gonna be
Let's go
hard
out
to
there.
pass tonight.
Follow car number
It's always hard to
12,
pass in
the
this
inside
group.
lane.
I can see Nick up there a few rows.
It's gonna be a lot linear, likely. If you get on that top, you're gonna fall back.
Good luck, fellas.
I imagine Nick won't have much trouble.
Hey,
stopping.
Scott, I'm getting an ELL. So go ahead and just pass.
Go there, Shane.
Colton's way up there. He put in a real good lap. For someone who says he's not very good
Yeah,
on
good
short
luck,
tracks,
everybody.
he sure does seem to pick it up pretty good.
Is 32 going to get an official EOL?
One lap to green.
Who did the 32?
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Has he given it to you yet?
No. Let me get up there. I'll just pull off, guys, and let you pass me.
Get ready.
I don't want nobody to get a black flag.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Eight
get
cars
ready.
in.
Floor it, green.
Flag.
I didn't do very good there, but there's a gap behind me, so I'm down.
Car
Car
high.
outside.
But that guy was going to come down.
Clear high.
Outside is clear.
I'm getting all distracted by the different lighting. I need to stop. I need to concentrate. The track just looks different, so my marks feel wrong.
The leader has just done a 16.4.
Really checking up here for these guys, but in no hurry.
Sorry, Alan.
Okay, Justin, the next car is King. That's the fastest lap of the race. B21.
Man, I don't want to be the guy who can't complete the train pass. Dang it.
Oh, record.
Hello, full course
Car
yellow, watch
inside.
out.
Car stopped up high. The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file.
That's
Safety
so
car's
bad.
out, pits
I should have been
closed.
able to just
Pace
stop the
car is
train
out,
going, but I
line up
didn't.
single file. behind
Sorry
the
about that,
car.
Ryan. I had to check up pretty hard.
Looks like P3's gone off.
P3, I hope that's not Colton. He was up.
No worries, dude. I'm glad I stayed out
Pit
of here.
road is now open.
I know this
Pits are
way's
open.
to- I know this ways
Sorry
to
about that
check
contact there, Alan. I just couldn't go nowhere.
I can see the top three on my left screen, and then the rest of it's back where I'm at.
There's your EOL.
Yeah, I wish he would have gave it to me at the beginning of the race.
So I didn't do very good on that first run, but
Yeah, me too. I think I'm starting on the outside now because of that.
should be single file.
Oh yeah, sorry. Get official in my head. I keep forgetting that too. Me too. I was sweating starting the 6th again.
Yeah, I was sweating start 24th again. Fucking on the outside. Come on, man. I'm just like,
I think I gotta
One
watch
left to
out
green.
on these.
Alright,
results.
Justin,
People
get ready.
hanging
Race will
back
resume at the end of this lap.
And I learned from watching Nick, if everyone's starting up by the wall, doesn't mean you have
single
to.
file restarts here gonna be interesting.
1 to green, alright, I gotta be on it.
Yeah, I can almost see the leader in my mirror.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Yeah, he wants us to be patient in the back. That's really hard to do.
Post car is off. Time to do your job.
Green flag, clear
green
low.
flag.
Went hotter than I wanted to.
That lap was a 16.5. That's your quickest lap. The guy ahead has just posted a 16.5. The guy behind has just done a 16.6.
And not getting the gas too early and overdrive the corners. It's really all this is about for just running consistent laps, I think. Considering I was all stacked up on everyone in front of me, I'm sure falling back this time. It's probably more an indicator of them getting going more than me losing a pace I didn't have. Yeah, I'm getting caught from behind.
That lap time was 16.6. Okay, Justin, lap times are pretty consistent.
One thing I gotta remember is Colton started pretty high up, but he was in the top 10, so he probably actually had to invert back a little farther. Didn't even think of that. Not a problem I ever have to worry about. I'm just worried about even being in the race when I qualify. Wow, I got no speed for these guys in front of me. AKA everybody almost. Maybe I'm saving tires. But going slow doesn't necessarily always mean tire saving, because you might not be driving it right.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 92 Fahrenheit. You've just done a 16.6.
Somebody remind me at the next caution, if there is one, put a delta bar. I was totally going to do it. And then I just didn't. I never do it. I should have a keybind for it on my steering wheel. Basically, I have to hit the default, which is tab on the keyboard, and the keyboard isn't very handy for me to hit while I'm actually driving the car. But right now, this is just me driving by myself with some other people somewhat in the vicinity, but I'm not upset about that. It's one of those things where I'm just happy to be allowed to come in here.
Your last lap time was at 16.6.
Every time he calls it out, it's 16.6, which is consistent. But it must be just a little bit slower. Car feels fine. No idea what lap we're on. 16-second laps, he took them off pretty fast here. Not the
That was
absolute
a
slowest one on the track
16.5.
like it was last time, out 2 weeks ago. The participation being down helps me a lot, but I also feel a little bad for Nick, hopefully. I mean, he's gotten some pretty hardcore regulars who are going to come no matter what. You can always count on that. I don't think he'll have a hard time filling 28 slots every day. Week 2, when I made the show, there was 6.
You've just done a 16.6.
I believe there was only like 38 or so here. Blinkers aren't something you want to see right in front of you on a short track or any track, really. There was only one blink out so far, so maybe it won't be an issue. I feel like I'm not watching it relative at all.
Sorry, Brandon.
Time. I feel like literally no passing going on in front of me. It's just follow the leader.
Can't really do a lot, Colton.
Yeah, I got you. Quick enough laps is fine with me right now.
I'm just trying to save right now.
Colton and Wallace together. Seems like they are always around each other in these races. You start to get to know these names. I mean, I know Colton a lot of things, but like I've never talked to Wallace ever. But he's definitely a name you recognize from these things.
Thank you, Wesley.
So you can start to learn certain people's driving styles and reputations, you know. I think Wallace is known for being a little aggressive. I believe he, in the first week, had enough things that Nick gave him an end-of-line penalty for the second race, which I was in because I remember the back right away. This is definitely a race where qualifying is very important. I can tell that already.
That lap was a 16.7.
Scott Ross, 0.3 back. He was 0.5 at one point. Nothing to catch me, another thing to pass me, right? Oh, hell. Starting to see some side-by-side in front of me now. I'd like to try to... Well, I'm not on this guy's bumper, so... taking advantage. This is going to be hard.
Got a car outside. Hold your line. Clear high. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 96 Fahrenheit.
Where'd that guy go? Did he just disappear off the face of the earth? That was pretty aggressive for me, how I just made sure I got my car into that gap. I don't want to be down there because I can't get on the throttle like I want to, so I need to stop doing that. Probably be losing a spot to Scott Ross before long. It'll take long before the pressure gets to me, and I leave him a hole. Lap 38. Feels like the word.
That was a 16.7.
I wonder how far the leaders are behind us.
The lap time was at 16.7.
12 definitely had a moment there, but keeps on trucking.
You've just done a 16.8.
Lap or best lap relative, just to compare my laps. Straightaway was just a little bit longer. I feel comfortable taking my hand off the wheel, trying for it.
Your last lap time was at 16.8.
Slow down again.
Be ready for checkup, Colton.
Slow car down low.
Full course yellow, watch
flag
out.
is out. They want you in single file.
Good race there, guys.
It's closed right now.
This the checkup you're talking about?
Pace car is out. Line up single file behind
Well,
car
nah,
38.
I mean, they were
Full course
beating
yellow.
the bumpers
It's
off
opposed.
each other over here.
Alright.
Good racing there, Brandon. Sorry for getting into you there a couple times.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
I don't want to keep bringing up my new monitor situation, but before I would literally, like, be blind what was coming around these short left turns, and now I can see
Look, you got a copy.
And that is nice. Don't get
Well, at least a 30-lap run there.
lucky dog.
Jack, how bad's my front end?
Guess I'm not.
Alright, let me take a look, buddy. Looks fine from here. If you pull up next to me, I'll take another look on my left here.
Shake out my wrists a little bit. Punching the wheel real tight.
Oh yeah, right front fender's crinkled up a little bit. Not bad though.
One to go. Next time by.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
That sounds like getting in the wall.
Yeah, I just wondered how bad it was crinkled.
Yeah, same, buddy.
So right now,
Same. I could lose all through practice. I get in here, I'm tight as
I think that Logan guy's pretty fast, at least faster than me.
Get ready. Going green.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Pace car is off.
Green, let's go.
Really tricky doing starts like that. Everyone starts rolling, but I don't think I'm
20th
allowed
place.
to pass anybody until the start-finish line.
Car high. The car in front of us is now king. Hold your line. Still there.
Keep low.
Clear outside.
Is clear.
For how long till Logan gets tired of me holding him up if I don't let him by.
P19.
Trying too hard and I almost blew it there, so I need to stop trying as hard. I don't care.
Car inside. Inside's clear.
Inside.
He tried to go down there. Luckily,
P19.
I'm not making my tires happy by sliding the car so much, so I need to stop. I'm assuming he's back there because he was in that incident, whatever. I would just let him by, but I'd be worried that I'd be letting everyone by. Let's see, he's got a gap.
You've just done a 16.7. Car low. Clear low.
Clear.
Got a car low.
Inside.
Still there.
Inside.
Still there.
Still there at the bottom.
Still
Still
inside.
there. Inside.
Hold your line. Clear inside. Car high.
Outside.
He's still there.
Hold your line.
Clear high.
Outside if you want it.
Guess I should have seen that coming. I wish I had the guts. I don't know what the word is. It just would never occur to me to do that, you know? But hey, I'm not going to be too salty about it. I knew he was faster, and I lost a bunch of positions. Maybe I should have just tried to let them by. Maybe I could have snuck back in if I would have done it right.
Full course yellow. Be careful.
There's a 4X, so maybe it'll show up on the incidents, and maybe I can get Nick's opinion on it. Unless he just watches cautions.
We think that.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch
Safety cars out. Pits are closed. Race cars out.
Ooh,
Line up
watch out.
single
It's
file
happened.
behind car number 12.
Jesus.
Pit
I was
road's open.
I was spun around before, I was just trying to get straight back up.
In my heart attack of the race. Thank you, Zach.
So
I checked up for the guy in front of me, hard as shit.
spun it around. I was trying to get around and get out of y'all's way and fucked it up.
So I got up to like 19.
Can you check if I got right front damage just to be safe, please?
Then I got booted back to 21st.
Not looking too bad. I should let you know though, you are blinking a little bit, and you were during that last run. It's not too bad, but it's kind of hard to tell exactly where you are sometimes.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. I think it looks like it's fine right now, but I'll just keep me updated. If I'm not blinking too bad, then I'll just say if I'm blinking bad, I'll let you have it.
One left to green. Line up
Must
on
be
the
up there, 'cause I see
outside.
walls.
Yeah, you should be fine. It's just sometimes it looks like you hit the wall, and then you didn't actually hit the wall, so it's kind of scary.
Well, that might be prediction code too. I mean, I don't know. Short track things happen, you know.
Get ready, going green. Pace car is off.
Green flag.
Green, green.
I'm not trying to get a run on the 12. I'm just trying not to get taken advantage.
Sorry for cutting you off there, Colton.
I had no idea where you were. The blinking was pretty bad.
I'm driving really bad right now, so I need to stop it.
Looks like it's in and out right now.
It'd be nice to get a run in again. How Nick's doing. Not far off my best lap. Although my best lap's probably not that good.
Well, that was at 16.5.
I could just keep running those laps.
Car in front is King. Your lap time was 16.6. The gap to Munoz behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. The gap to King ahead is now 0.9.
Big checkup, didn't expect that.
That was at 16.6.
Nice thing about being this far behind, I guess, is it's easy to avoid things that happen because you're not right on top of it. Curious to see how if I make it to the end of the race with no incidents that would screw up with like a good tire reading. It'd be interesting to see how I'm doing compared to fast guys. A lot of times I have better tire wear than them, which means I'm not driving it hard enough. It's a fine balance
To
between.
King ahead is now 0.8.
That was not the case last night in Gavin's race. Oh my god. I had a 42%, I think, right front after 30 laps. Nick, at the same caution, had a 62. Numbers are rough.
That lap time was 16.6.
And I'm just like, yowza. Tell you what a difference a night makes.
We're halfway in the race.
This is just a completely different driving experience than that car tomorrow it was last night. First of all, this car is on this track. It's the top speed. 90. 92 right there.
That last lap was at 16.7.
Once I'm straight and I'm on the gas on the floor, I don't feel like I have to worry about what it's going to do. Stop, pushing up high. Be nice to stay connected with this 12. It's been a few cautions, but I feel like I haven't really gained much due to people wrecking out. And one of the guys that got behind me did that.
Sorry, Brandon, I had to check up again, man.
Line up, single file. Pit road is closed.
Yeah, it's nice. I can peer ahead, and especially in this short track when I was going turning
Race
there.
cars out, line up single file.
I can see almost to the
car
next
number
turn.
12.
I can see that. I was
Safety
still
cars
okay.
out, pits are closed.
I felt really blind on some of this track before. I know this isn't making me faster, these monitors, but it is making me
Pit
feel a
road is
little
now
more
open.
comfortable with
Pits
my
are open.
position on the track. And it's just really a lot more immersive. I didn't really want that caution. It catches me back up to the 12, of course, but
Man, Brandon, I'm sorry. I did not expect that checkup to happen again.
29 caught up to me, though. We're a little over halfway. I didn't see any evidence of what this caution was, other than Wallace is apologizing. It's one of those things where I'm so far back that whoever got turned or spun or whatever probably gets going again before we even get to them, which is fine. I don't need the fast guys behind me if they're going to be frustrated with trying to get around me. I can see the I ratings. The guys behind me are, and the guy in front of me. Yeah, I'm kind of in
One to go, next time by.
the bubble of people.
We're going green, next time
similar-ish
by.
enough to me, and that's probably where I belong. I rating doesn't mean everything, but it doesn't mean nothing either. So yes, you're just going to have to hear me mention I rating every single race because it's something I think about.
Get ready, going green. Post car is off.
Green, 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 let's go. The gap to Munoz behind is now 0.4.
So I got a bad start to the guys in front of me. I was going to say a good start to behind me, but he's there. So not really.
That lap was at 16.8.
This takes me a few laps to get back into a groove, which is something I need to improve on too, because everyone else just gets going again. How many times am I going to slide it through the corners and expect to be able to drive this car at the end of the race? Get back down. Unfortunately for me, I was too busy power sliding through the corners to complete a pass. Because that's the only passing I've done. So the door is open for me. Yeah, I'm driving that way now. I would like to at least get ahead of the guy behind me because I know I can. The door is open.
Got a car outside. Clear high. The lap time was at 6 car high. Clear outside.
Outside, clear.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tight.
Sorry, Mike.
Please, Justin. The gap in front has increased to 1.3.
That was my fault. I shouldn't have dove it in there quite like that.
B25.
Now I gotta worry about the leaders behind me. I wasn't clear. That's what Nick warned about too. Don't dive it in there. It's easier to look like you've got the space where you don't. Funny enough, enough. The only X I got.
The gap in front is now 1.7
Cutting the
seconds.
track.
That was 16.7. B25.
You're gonna help me. Just glad
The
I
gap
didn't
in
cause
front is now
caution.
1.5. You've just done a 16.8. That lap time was 16.7. The gap ahead is now 1.3 seconds. You've just done a 16.8. Okay, Justin, you've used half your fuel. The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds.
Well, I haven't said much in a while. I'm just trying to keep it going.
That lap was a 16.8. The gap ahead is now 1.1.
I don't like being the first guy. On the lead, or the last guy on the lead lap. Leaders haven't caught, I mean, they're gaining, but it's not at a rate that
Your lap time was 16.8.
is super worrisome. At least according to race labs, which maybe I can't always
Slow
trust
car
now.
down low.
Where is the silver on? I don't see it.
B24.
Whatever it was a position. I really wish I had any concept of who I had gotten into, or that I would have had the ability
gap in
to get on
front
the
is
mic
now
while I was trying not
0.8.
to wreck to apologize, because I don't want that guy to think that I was trying.
Trying to wreck.
All good, buddy, all good.
You're holding your line good. I can't get by you.
16.9.
Yeah, it's so hard, buddy.
That was a 17.0.
These guys are sliding all over the place, but nobody's getting a pass done, so. Including myself. And now the leaders are getting faster because I'm not able to run
You've just done a 17.0.
the laps I want to, which annoys me. But it's my fault for being back here. It still annoys me.
Pit lane speed limit is 30 miles per hour. That last lap was a 17.0.
Yeah, I'm running like 4/10 slower. 3 to 4/10 slower behind these guys.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
It's like I'm dirt tracking. Go for the pit speed limit.
That's good consistency. Keep it up. You've just done a 17.1.
Yeah, good consistency if you're going slow. The guy was just up the track, but I wasn't paying enough attention to do anything about it.
Full course yellow, watch
flag is
out.
They want you in single file.
Okay.
Pit road is closed right now.
Doggone, Tracy, that was good racing there,
Next
buddy.
car is out. Line up single file behind car number 32. Full course yellow. Pits are closed.
Catch 82, car.
Thank you for not wrecking me there, Mitch.
Letter
Pits are
32, car by.
Yeah, I know where to really go.
Had that big sideways moment there. I don't know how I didn't wreck it.
Same.
Tracy making that 3 car as wide as possible.
Catch 32, car.
Sorry, Gavin, I was just looking at your hood. I didn't realize you had that much damage.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to just drive into the wall a bunch of times.
I haven't touched the wall yet. That's
You do that about every
pretty
race,
good
don't
for
you,
me.
Gavin?
Yep.
One to go, next time by.
It's like how my entire
Alright, Justin.
Because every time I watch your videos, you always at least run into the wall once.
Yeah, I'm just narrowing the nose so it's a little bit more aerodynamic.
So I'm thinking.
Yeah,
even
make
though
sure
I'm
it don't have a lot of drag on it.
Still in last. This will give me a little more gap on the leaders.
Stay focused.
Because I just don't want to have to deal with getting lapped. I just don't want to have any
You're
chance of
halfway
screwing
home.
them up.
Should be about
Hey, Gary,
I'd be
19
half tempted to
minutes
chicken
fuel
out and
remaining.
just pull off the track.
Green flag, we're racing.
Green flag.
Wow, there's a signal wheel there.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Like literally a temp wheel.
Low car up high. Go low.
P22, full course yellow, watch out.
They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now.
I
Safety
guess.
cars out. Pits
Ah,
are
I didn't
closed.
get a good
Race
start
cars
there.
out. Line up single file behind car number 32.
Stretch out my left leg a little bit. Knees.
Pit road's open.
Safety car is out. Pits are now
Bad.
open.
Spencer Rush. I feel like
car
that's the name
behind's
of the
pitting.
guy that. Nah, I won't say anything. Because I'm probably wrong. Not that a lot of people are watching this, but you never know. I don't know who watches, other than the few people who comment. I can't just assume I'm only talking to myself. And I'm probably wrong about who I'm thinking of anyway. So, anyway. It's another race where I'm basically in dead last of whoever's on the track, but I was making passes, although to be fair, they were ones that were set up for me. And I was trying to make another one, and I just failed.
One to go. Next
Safety
time
car
by,
in this
line
lap.
up on the
Why am
outside.
I'm sitting
Catch
there
up,
stretching out my
32,
knee, and I'm
sharp.
looking at the standings. I see it's Tracy Petter in first, Mitch Drunowski in second, and Mitch is the guy who's won every race. So that's interesting. He's not currently leading, but he's got about 26 laps probably to try to get it done if we can get some green.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Pay attention here. It falls so far back on the start.
Post car is off. Time to do your job.
Green flag.
Green flag,
The track
green
temperature's
flag.
decreasing. It's now 92 Fahrenheit.
It's just tricky to start right there.
V21.
21 is my spot. So the leaders aren't even on my relative, which is good. So, assuming I don't massively screw it up, if this goes green, I should be able to keep ahead of them. That's my sole goal right now. If I can get some positions, cool. Right here. Instead of being able to follow that guy through, I can't stay on his bumper.
That lap time was 16.7.
I definitely have, I'm going to call it longer race fatigue. I
That
don't
lap
do
time was
races this long
16.8.
very often. And it's not excuses, but it's just real life. My body struggles with sitting in this position for this long. That's why all this talk, anytime I talk about building a rig,
That lap was at
it
16.7.
isn't to be cool, to pretend like I'm in a real race car, thinking it'll make me faster. Because if I
What's
do
your
it, I'll
speed?
build it out of wood and buy like a cheap car seat out of a junkyard.
21st. The lap
No,
time
the
was
reason I
at
would do it
16.7.
It's literally to try to get into a more natural sitting position, so I'm not so uncomfortable during races. Because comfort does matter. But the only thing that's stopping me from doing that isn't that I can't go and buy some, because I used to work at a lumber yard for 16 years. I know I could go there and they either give me some scrap 2x4 material.
Your last
or
lap time
sell
was
some
at
super cheap.
16.6.
I'm not worth that. It's more the logistics of I only have one PC and I use it for a lot more than just racing. I play other games too. Games that wouldn't be so fun.
That lap
playing
was
on
at
a racing rig.
16.7.
So like, I would have to come up with some.
Greg, I'm not trying to use up your back bumper.
Where that's connected to my rig.
Oh, I know you're not, buddy. I'm glad you're behind me, man.
That was
And
at 16.8.
my desk at the same time.
I like the way you race.
It's not something I've come up with a good solution for. I thought about it. Now that I got 3 monitors, I'm using my main monitor in the middle, and it's a 1440p, which every time I get on iRacing, I gotta remember to switch it down to 1080. Yeah, leaders on my relative now, but they're 7.4 back. I'm thinking I can keep that in 16 laps.
That lap was at
If I build a
16.8.
rig, I'd want a third 1080p monitor, because I wouldn't want to have to move monitors around. I got the room for it in my room. I got a gigantic bedroom that I'm not even using even half the space for it. It's kind of weird. Not complaining, but I definitely got the room. It's just, in a world where money didn't matter, I would just build a PC only for racing, and I would also buy all the good stuff. Unfortunately, buying these 2 monitors, while they were fairly cheap, they still weren't like nothing. So that's pretty much, I gotta put my money into this hobby a little at a time. I still need to buy tracks and stuff. I'm really gonna get curious what my tires are. I'm not like, these guys will get a run on me, but I think it's because I'm too scared of getting in on them.
Got car high. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear high. Clear 20. That last lap was at 16.8.
I just went in way too hard. Didn't hit him. Or did I hit him?
E19.
I feel like I should let this guy back by. I'm not gonna. He doesn't seem to be retaliating move.
Got 10 laps to
But
go.
it's definitely not. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing when I'm underneath the car.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 96.
I feel like I was right to take
Fahrenheit.
the position, but then I just. I don't know. Maybe I'll show up on the incidents twice and I'll get an end of line from Nick.
Car inside.
I don't feel good. Oh my
Clear
god.
low.
Clear inside.
21st.
The
Full
yellow
course
flag
yellow.
is
Watch
out.
out.
You knocked your wheels out of alignment.
Full
They
course
want
yellow.
you in
It's
single
closed.
file. Pit road is closed right now.
The car ahead's pitting now.
That's pretty fun racing there, James.
Yeah.
-2, Wesley.
I'm still here. I just want to disappear, but I need to not. I was trying to let him by. I should have just kept racing. What are my tires? 62, 65. I have a feeling Nick's not going to be happy with me. But, I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit.
Pace car is off. Green, green, green.
I just bailed off the track. I'm like, I can't. So bad. Let's see. Colton's in 7th, right behind Nick and Gavin and Wesley. Got challenge from the 5. What are we down to?
2 more. Let's go.
2 more. I caused the caution.
Yellow flag.
Did I hear caution? It's like, am I not live? I'm not live.
Yeah, I killed your back over there.
Yeah, I'm just surprised we both made it out of there alive.
Since this is so close to over, we'll just watch it to the end, and then I'll go through incidents. Try to look at my own mistakes.
Sorry to pinch you a little bit there, Kyle. I was desperately trying everything I could not to fall 100 spots back.
No, you're good. I thought that was fair, clean racing. I definitely knew what you were doing.
Wesley, I don't know what that was, but thanks for turning me.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now
It
92.
was, you got loose going into the corner, or you hit the wall, then you cut out in front of me. I ran into the back of you because you cut down because you're slow, and then you were wide, and then I was underneath you, then Nick made it 3 wide.
I didn't know Nick was below you. It's all good. I don't know what happened to this car, man. It was, I didn't think I did anything different off the 2, and I just killed the right rear on the wall.
I need to.
This car, for whatever reason, in the last like
race
20
that,
laps,
figure
it's
it
been
out.
shoving out of the exit of the turn.
It's just so in the way.
Yeah, it was nothing intentional, man. It was racing due, I guess.
I didn't think Nick would make it 3 wide like that. I mean, normally he's more patient than that.
I don't think Nick is going to ban me from the league if he does anything. I'll just get a penalty. I hope it doesn't look like I was driving poorly, intentionally or anything. That one dive, White flag. Just win it. Mitch. Nick in third. Nick's always, is he always in third?
Good race, everybody.
That was a good race.
Good race, guys.
Good race, Rick.
Bring it back to the pits.
Yeah, you too, James. Thanks, buddy.
Good win, Tracy. That was fun racing when you and me there.
It was my fault. My fault, guys.
Oh, man. Is anyone going to post their tires? 58, 57. Obviously, I didn't run the last 10 or whatever laps, but I think I was doing okay. My right front was a little more. Some people had more wear on the left rear. Yeah, it's. I feel like I was doing okay. I just, not happy with how I did that. Am I muted or something? Maybe I am. It's like showing it as dark. This video is going to be annoyingly long. I need to find... We need to do incidents and get out of here. It doesn't matter who I start on. Just pick somebody and go. Unless we get to my incidents. It's a wall hit.
Looking at that replay, Wesley, a little late. When I came back down, which I didn't mean to do that, I was clear. You hit me, then you went wide, and then what? Nick just put you on the straightaway.
Yeah, I think I came down too much on the straightaway.
I mean, I don't know what my car did there. Like, I mean, I got out of the gas completely almost, and the car still hit the wall. Like,
I don't know
hey.
when Nick King got into it.
That was a nice save on the front straightaway Wesley there. I don't know how you completely didn't spin. I mean, you came close to it. If Nick didn't lift, you were probably spun.
Yeah, he hooked me in the left rear, and then I was just along for the ride at that point.
One thing I need to remember
I don't
is
know why I tried to cut you off there. Try to keep
racing.
spot.
I
I
don't wanna
mean,
screw
I
other
had.
people
I mean,
up.
I was clear, but like
That guy that I took out, that was.
I mean, I had
Especially
the
since
same thing happened to me last week.
Pretty
Though
sure
I was
I
on the
didn't
other
do a good
end of
job
it,
of
where I
passing
came
him.
across that dude and came across that dude's nose, and I spun off his nose. Almost did that here again, so that's lovely.
It doesn't look like anything
It's all
super
good, man.
interesting. I'm gonna skip it.
Yeah, it's just hard racing. I mean, I was up there with Tracy, and I was beating the bumper off him, and he was making that 3 car as wide as he could. I'm just glad somebody finally beat Mitch.
So I'm gonna skip and then I keep watching. I don't know what it means in my words or not. Did I do something accidentally? Alright, it's good. I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing that I was involved in that I don't think was my fault, but maybe I was... I mean, yeah, I'm leaving a gap, but you gotta get under me to take it, right? I'm not super mad, but it's the one thing that I don't feel responsibility for. We'll see what Nick says on that one before he gets to the ones where I'm obviously the enemy. I should probably get to him. I should probably get to them before I completely... I mean, I know where I was trying to let the guy by. I just did it in the world's worst way and took him out. Because I felt guilty for how I passed him. 2 wrongs don't make a right, though, that's for sure.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 88 Fahrenheit.
Alright. Definitely a case of I shouldn't try to fill the space. I'm gonna say if that, you know, that wasn't great, but I didn't take him out. I hurt myself more than anything. And he kept going, and I'm sure Nick would note it, but I'm way more worried about my next pass, and then subsequent trying to let him by. I'm getting to the point right. I don't know where to look for him, so obviously one of them caused a caution. That's what I feel the worst about. I've never caused a caution in a hosted or Nick League race until today. Pretty sure you can screw these up by going too fast. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Oh, that was the 4X. Okay, I did. Alright. God, I shouldn't have tried to let him by, because. Did I just miss it? Is it just going to show me? I know when that one is, because it's literally when I'm done racing. I don't know. I could have been up to the wall more, but I didn't turn down into him. And there's definitely netcode. Maybe I'm not going to get crucified. I'm going to get noted, I'm sure, but I'm going to end this recording here because nobody needs this race to go on until the end of time, or this video. I feel bad for other people getting involved in it too, but I just said I'm done. It was too many things in a short amount of time, and where did I end up? If anyone cares. If anyone wants to see. I ended up in P21. That's where I always was. Thanks for watching.